Ryan Kent has had his contract terminated by Fenerbahce, but will he return to Rangers? Well, judging by my thumbnail here, you can see what my opinion is on it. Nope. Now, let's just look at it, right? He's been at Fenerbahce for a season and a bit. Like what? 14 months, 15 months, something like that. Not exactly the greatest spell at a football club of all time. I mean, nowhere near. It's been a big floppy disaster. He was on 45 grand a week at Fenerbahce. That's compared to what? It's 25 grand a week at Rangers. You know, you've seen over the summer with Rangers Football Club, we've tried to, well, I mean, I say we've tried, we actually have achieved it. We have decreased the wage bill, right? We clearly have got a new mindset in where we're going to give players, we're going to sign players with a lot of promise, right? And hopefully, like, sell them on and do that while also having players on cheap wages. For me, absolutely the correct decision was the whole cheap wage thing, because for too long, this club just had too many jokesters, guys that wouldn't deliver their all week in, week out. And I tell you what, see if you're on a lesser wage, you'll stride higher and harder to try and get to the bigger wage. That's the way it is, because obviously, you know, Scottish football, there is a limit. You know, when Goldson's on 37 grand a week and things like that, right? Theoretically, people may be like, well, Goldson could still try and get 45 grand a week, right? People can turn around and say that at the end of the day. But, no. It doesn't work like that, because they know Rangers aren't going to pay that. What Connor Goldson, James Tavernier on it, for me, is like the limit. You know, when you factor in like income tax here, and you know, I believe if you make above 43 grand, you get, like, it's a massive like tax increase compared to below it. I believe it's like what, 42% of your income gets taxed. So to be honest, who in Scotland really wants to make who in Scotland, you know, see, to like counteract that, you would need to be making, you know, you've always heard about this, like, you know, in football, that you would be better on, I think in England it's different, but you would rather be on like 50 grand a week than like 99 grand a week, because you wouldn't make as much. I think you need to get over 100 grand to even like make it when you compare the tax and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a good headache to have. I wish I was sitting here getting 40, 50, 100 grand a week and being like, oh, they're taxing 40% of that. The inhumanity. You know, but no, the reality is we're not dealing in thousands here. We're dealing in millions on Big Stevie Cool, right? But, you know, that doesn't mean that the super chats need to dry up, folks. It's my birthday today. It's not my birthday today. It was my birthday yesterday. So if anyone wants to send this guy any loose birthday change, go ahead and do it. You don't want to, that's fair enough. I'm not going to judge you. I ain't going to beg. I ain't nothing. The quote Merle Dixon from The Walking Dead. But yeah, any support is always appreciated. But I'm not going to get down on my hands and knees and beg for likes and for the subscription to be hit, because you know what? I have to earn it, and you have to want to do it. So if you want to do it, go ahead. But as for Ryan Kent, would I want Ryan Kent back at Rangers? You know, if you could promise me that Ryan Kent would be the Ryan Kent of old, right? Not like the last season of Kent, then yeah, you know, think of Ryan Kent, some of his best moments. For me, the goal that stands out for Ryan Kent, there's three goals for me that stand out. The goal against Red Star Belgrade away when we lost 2-1. The goal against Celtic at Parkhead to make it 2-1. And the goal to beat Aberdeen 1-0. First game of the season in the 2020-21 campaign. To me, they're the goals that stand out. Maybe I've missed one, but, you know, all crucial goals within their own right. That Celtic game didn't really matter. You're entitled to say that, because at the end of the day, we didn't win that title. But, you know, it was it got us the first win at Parkhead in years, and it put us on our way, I think, for the following season. As for, though, the Aberdeen game, that absolutely put us on our way, man. Because, you know, if we draw the first game of the season at Pittodrie in the 2021 campaign, God knows what the rest of it has in store. That's all I'll say. So for me, Ryan Kent, you know, honestly, on his day, a great player, man. Had the skills, You know, he ran some of the better teams in Europe ragged, like likes of Dortmund, etc., etc. Wish him well, but we're not going to sign him. I mean, even you don't really want to go back to the guy either. But the rumours are, I'm seeing like the max Rangers would be willing to go is 21k, something like that. But even then, how much truth's in that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we could get him back for cheapest chips and like 12 grand a week, I wouldn't be against it, because you'd be a fucking liar to suggest that Ryan Kent wouldn't walk straight back into this team. Of course he fucking would. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah, leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, we'll be back later, live stream, all that good stuff.